Herzlich willkommen zurück auf mein, äh, ja, wo war ich nochmal? Äh, ach ja, ne, ich mach nichts mehr, ne, ach, herzlich willkommen zurück auf meinen Kanal. Schön, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt hier auf meinen Maximilian TV-Kanal. Freunde, wir sind gerade dabei, weiterhin die Bloodline Showcase zu machen. Und ja, wir sind gerade, glaube ich, beim zweiten Match. Und in der letzten Folge war es echt spannend. Und ich wünsche euch viel Spaß. Lasst ein Like da und ein Abo da. Würde mich sehr freuen. Und wir gehen weiter in dieses spannende Bloodline Showcase Match. Viel Spaß. Ja, jetzt steh doch mal auf, bevor der Referee bis 10 zählt. Und jetzt bitte wechsel. Wechsel!
Double leg takedown, got the shoulders down. Gets reversed. Is it enough? He's already done so much damage. What else could he want to do? Oh, clothesline. He just flipped the script there. Dominating shoulder tackle. Tag. Propped up in the corner. Headbutt connects. Boom, and it's reversed. Switched it up and hit the DDT. Oh, this is nasty. Somebody stop this competitor. Back with a rebound.
Er will nicht wechseln. Scott Steiner möchte nicht wechseln. Meine Güte.
Ripped in the hard way. The WWE Universe is pouring more fuel on his fire. Hoisting up their opponent for a suplex. Oh my goodness, what a pile driver. Is that enough to finally put down the head shrinkers? I'm absolutely stunned. A display of near superhuman resilience. After seeing that, it's hard to imagine what it's going to take to keep this competitor down. Will that be the last opportunity? Is there still enough left in these men? And into the corner he goes. Ripped in the hard way. Both teams giving everything they can here at WrestleMania. Samu, Fatu, Rick, and Scott, all four men proving to be true gladiators in this battle. Wow. Oh my gosh! With all these attacks on his torso, on his ribs, it's got to be hard for him to breathe right now. Just gasping for air. Oh my gosh! With one hand! Taken head over heels. Momentum moving towards Samu's corner. The attacks will not relent from Samu. And heading up top. To the sky. All the way down to the floor. Went for the high risk towards the outside, but it ended up being in vain. A warning and a challenge from Samu. Ouch. Locks in the gut wrench. Suplex.
Ich glaube, ich habe das Spiel gebracht.
Sharp punch. Good golly, Miss Molly. Ooh, did you see that roundhouse kick? Oh my gosh, with one hand. Pulled back into the ring. Nice gut-wrench suplex. Oh, directly to the neck. A quick reversal by Samu. Put in the corner now. Steered away there. Lariat. Standing drop kick. Great ups. Samu with the late cover. That might be it. And the head shrinkers
Ich muss es
get the
machen.
win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the head shrinkers tonight.
Ich muss es machen, weil
Samu and
das
Fatu
Spiel ist
making their
gebracht.
family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Ja, ich hab nur 4 richtige gehabt. Ich muss nochmal machen. Oh, Entschuldigung nochmal, aber ich muss nochmal machen, weil das Spiel gepackt ist.
Big fight feel in Las Vegas as gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9. We are watching 4 men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle. Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it. Standing drop kick. Great ups. Samu and Fatu already some success in the tag division tonight. Could really be their coming out party. Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's primed to bring the Head Shrinkers to the top as well. There may be an abundance of togas in the arena today, but you're not going to see a lot of Greco-Roman wrestling out of the Head Shrinkers. They're just looking to hurt the Steiners. And that actually may help Samu and Fatu here. The Steiner brothers have earned most of their wins by utilizing their amateur wrestling skill set. I can't imagine they'll get many grappling opportunities against dedicated brawlers like the Head Shrinkers. And now propped up in the corner.
Nein!
Tag is made. Tandem offense on the horizon, and oh my goodness, their opponent perched on their shoulders. What in the world are we about to see? A double team avalanche DDT! The Head Shrinkers accompanied at ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight. That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship. And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko. Heel hook. Look at this. Oh, that's so painful. It's hard to watch, too. Ooh, that's how you dominate your opponent. I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like that. The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this. That's right, a big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the Head Shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around.
Oh, what a DDT!
Hit that with everything and following it with the pin. He clearly has no intention of staying down.
Made it for the tag.
Waistlock applied and launched into a German suplex. And Fatu may have felt that coming.
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
That was just wrong. You should be a better person than that. As it'll set up in the corner of the ring. Oh, vicious headbutt. Shoulder tackle. Big back body drop.
Before this match began, you heard the Steiners speak backstage. Scott saying, quote, "Me and my brother are going to go out with a game plan and do what we do best, and that's wrestle."
That's all well and good for the Steiner brothers, but Alpha has gone on record saying that his men are looking to tear Rick and Scott's heads off. Ripped in the hard way.
Samu dishing it out now.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the Head Shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners.
Fighting back, however, punches in the midsection.
Oh! Sent to the corner. Corner, and a couple back elbows to follow.
As we find
Also,
ourselves
sie sagen
surrounded by all
scheiße.
this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania.
Boom, running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Coming in off the tag.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the Head Shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys.
Doomsday device.
Vicious arm stop.
Up the rope he goes.
Launching. Oof, nobody home.
Boah,
And Steiner sent outside the ring.
jetzt das.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the Head Shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
Scoop slam, making it look easy.
Face rake, this is nasty.
Placed him in the corner here. Tag made. Double team coming. Blackjack, hot shot off the top rope.
Oh my goodness, dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Looks like that really got him there.
Yeah, Fatu put a little extra oomph into that one.
Suplex.
Look at this, just what a barrage of stomps.
Ach so, wenn ich draufstehe. Ah.
Brutal short arm lariat.
Fatu is heading up top. And he got there. He made the tag.
Oh, man, he is more than
Perched up top.
Oh, God.
Das ist der falsche Gegner.
Oh, my Lord!
And now Scott is getting beaten down.
The head shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the head shrinkers. Stiff headbutt.
The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
Nice gut-wrench suplex.
Gets driven into the corner.
Here's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent driven down face first.
That's it. No way the Steiners come back now.
Catches a punch.
Ripped in the hard way.
Going for the pin for the win. And the head shrinkers get the win.
Endlich.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Oh.
And what a huge win for the head shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Oh geil, ich habe alles freigeschaltet. Boah, die zweite Runde war die beste Runde. Geil.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne, you had the huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all. Along with the usual achievements, if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday. And he's taking the risk, stepping in here against a newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley. Desire and resolve will be tested tonight, all for the right to claim the championship.
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. As far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is barely even worth his time. And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block. Notwithstanding as well, the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia, Chief Maivia. On the apron.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment.
Inverted scoop slam.
And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated. Helmsley has the momentum against him here.
The power of Rocky Maivia is too much for Helmsley right now.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down. Crushing the hamstring. A third.
And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. You talk about second-generation wrestlers, but with Rocky, you're talking about 3 generations. This guy is going to be
the champ with the cover. Only a 1 count before the kick out.
Staying in this one.
Maivia with a nice turnaround.
Caught with a DDT.
Maivia dishing it out now.
Maivia keeps bringing the energy, and Helmsley has no answers. Oh, like a heavy bag.
Nothing was being held back with each of those strikes. Placing him in the corner.
Crushing impact in the corner, and an elbow for good measure.
And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about. Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterflies.
Hunter on the receiving end.
Getting him in place, but for what? Looks like Rocky is locked in on his opponent.
You know what, guys? I was afraid it was going to get to this point. Top rope!
Superplex!
Hunter is getting dominated.
Hunter might be in panic soon.
Oh, look at this! And that's a big setback for him right there.
Look at this, just unloading. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Champion.
Oh, hold on, is he thinking of a submission here?
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now. Catching a drop. And looking to cause some damage by attacking the skull. Big time clothesline. Good grief. He's able to avoid heavy contact. DDT. Oh. And even before
Nein!
tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley has been trying to frustrate Rocky. He's trying to say, hey, young fella, we're going to do things at my pace.
Ah, das schaffe ich nicht.
Rocky, the 6'5", around 270-pound stud, just has to keep his cool. Don't take any unnecessary chances against a cagey competitor the caliber of our Intercontinental Champion.
And Helmsley just showing his huge edge and experience here. I would say the most cerebral Intercontinental Champion we've had.
Cerebral, I like that description for Helmsley. He's able to reverse it.
We're locked in reversals here. Neither competitor intimidated. In the corner, has to find a way out of there. Trading counters here.
Deeper into this match now, and I think it's Helmsley who's reaching peak frustration.
Can't quite put Rocky Maivia away. A testament to the never say die
Okay. Ah, L2.
attitude of this young superstar.
And he gets it from his dad. He gets it from his grandfather. Maivia knows nothing less than to give it his all. He's heading to the top turnbuckle.
Perched up top. A diving knee drop.
Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
That, it reversed it.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate.
Hunter whipped into the corner, nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand. Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight. Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover. And Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolled through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss. There wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Uh-oh, somebody call the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia, because Maivia is a true brawler. Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking out George the Animal Steel in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the Animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them. Peter Maivia, very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it serves him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime. Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the Animal.
Hey!
A reversal. Well scouted. Oh, bulldog.
One-handed.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the Animal out here.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
Textbook scoop slam. Nicely done. The Animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Brace for this impact.
Like a guillotine. Oh, stomping away.
And he has no response for this barrage of offense.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief. Headbutt. Nice takedown, stack for the pin. Beautiful.
Might sneak one. Well, this is unexpected, Byron.
Yeah, I'm guessing he wasn't fully in position.
Now positioned onto the top rope.
He's got precarious position for both superstars.
Headbutt! Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steel as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching. And Steel is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal. Ooh, whoa. Headbutt. Oh, my gosh, what impact. Maivia just dominated the Animal with that one.
Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawahi family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan. When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body. Taking it nice and steady, trying to make it to the top.
He's standing tall on top of the cage now.
I can't look. Absolutely insane. The amount of precision that went into landing that dive, there was absolutely no room for error there.
George the Animal Steel is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the Animal. But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician. And George is caught. Backbreaker, and George is laid out. Headbutt, oh, not done yet. A second, and a third, too. Boom!
Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
Steel now just trying to survive.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight.
Oh, my goodness. Ah, what a smash. That is just insulting. Perched up top. Diving leg drop. avoids taking any damage.
George Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Here we go. Nobody home. What an impact. And he's just unloading mercilessly here.
And I don't see Peter Maivia slowing down anytime soon.
Ooh, great anticipation. That unraveled on George.
Peter Maivia rallying this crowd behind him. Oof, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit.
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles. Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Gets slammed down. Momentum is all with Maivia now.
Can Steel recover from this adversity?
Boom! Going for it again. Landing on the spine.
Is it enough? Is it enough for Peter Maivia?
He's looking to climb the steel cage now.
Gradually getting closer and closer to the top.
Makes it to the top, and now just needs to find a way down. Victory could be close at hand, but first he's got to get himself over the top of the cage.
It's not over yet. It took all he had to get up there, guys. He might be gassed.
And the High Chief defeats the Animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia!
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia. George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
Leider habe ich Rock nicht bekommen, aber dafür die 2. Nächstes Match bitte.
She's not like most girls.
Ah,
She's also not like
Nia
most
Jax.
WWE superstars. Nia Jax,
Nia
the
Jax.
reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning. A force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock. Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Bonsai Drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crown already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morrigan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And it's all come down to this, the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. Jax Valkyria, who will walk out of Saudi Arabia with the crown. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home, set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra, Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Oh.
Anything can happen in WWE. It used to be a tagline, but it's the truth. And on the apron, whoa, look out.
The power of a deadlift into a military press.
Wow.
Walking around the ring.
And face first they go.
I do not see this match going on much longer. There's too many more moves like that from there.
You have got to be in elite physical condition to pull off something like that.
What a press.
Wow, Nia Jax was a hard punch.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
What a headbutt. Vicious.
Drücke Viereck habe ich doch. Ein Kreis.
Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Graves. Face buster. And Lyra only finds herself on the defensive.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here.
In the corner now, she doesn't want to stay there.
She counters it.
Lyra managing to find some of that needed breathing room.
Proving she's not going to take things lying down.
Also außerhalb.
Boom! Right to the midsection.
And a feel. Lyra Valkyria, one of the best technical wrestlers in NXT Women's Division history.
But the game is about so much more than technique. It's about experience and timing, knowing when to tap into certain parts of your psyche. Nia knows this, and we've seen it for years.
The big question is, does Lyra?
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in.
She's pumping herself up, reaching out for that burst of energy.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them.
Nia is lighting up her opponent.
And the irresistible force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here. Ooh, boom! Up high! Good Lord! Taking flight! The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
The face has been planted.
Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification.
Oh, und wie es da weitergeht, ne? Das erfahrt ihr in einem anderen Part. Ja, Freunde, also mal leid, aber die Uhrzeit ist, die Minuten gehen schnell vorbei. Also wünsche ich euch bis dahin, lasst ein Like da und ein Abo da. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Euer Maximilian. Ja.